What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Sergeant Sosua, coming out of the beautiful Sosua, Dominican Republic. And today, I just decided to make me an AAU team / all-star team and invite the OGs in the Dominican Republic to give y'all some game. These brothers have helped me out tremendously. They know how to move around. They know the language. They're business owners, property owners. I mean, these are the real heavy hitters out here in the DR. So we're going to get it started, give y'all some jewels, try to help you brothers out, how to move around the island. We definitely got a good lineup today. So I'm not going to take up too much of the time. I'm going to start introducing the cast. First, of course, my battle buddy, my roommate, John the Damn Writer. What's up, brother?
Ready to get this thing rolling.
I can't hear you.
I'm ready. Oh shit.
Yeah, man. How you feeling today? That's what's up.
I feel amazing.
That's what's up, man.
I'm ready to roll.
Second, I'm definitely gonna bring. Hey, you look good, man. You look good today. You look like you got some rest. Hey, second, I'm gonna bring in my boy, my YouTube mentor, the one, the only. Hold on, let me get him in here. Ronin, the Traveler. What's up, big dog?
Man, feeling good. Man, loving this DR weather. Hey, loving this weather.
Yeah, man. We out here big chilling, man.
Oh yeah, man.
What's
this
up
is
with
the
you,
life.
Man? Tell the people where you at.
Man, right now I'm in Santiago, enjoying it, loving it.
Oh man, living your best life, man. Hey man, I appreciate you taking the time out to do this with us, man. I want to give some people some jewels. Try to help them
we
out.
Family.
All right,
family,
next.
Definitely.
Yeah, we family, man. Hey, I'm gonna line up the AAU team. All right, next we're gonna get here my nephew, you know, my digital genius. He's been blessing me, helping me out with my old self. And that's my nephew, Cam Travels. What's up, nephew? What's good?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Hey, man, we good. Life is good, man. Life is good. How
Great.
you living?
Living good, man. Living good.
You back in the States? You want?
Yeah, I'm grounded for a little bit, man. I gotta AI about to take over all of my jobs, so I gotta pivot.
You gotta
I gotta pivot.
AI your ass, huh?
Yeah.
That's too funny, man. Hey, let me get so next I got coming. Look, man, if you in Sosua, I gotta put this out, man. And I'm gonna bring him on after I say this. Hey, bro, he putting something in that macaroni cheese and oxtails, bro. I don't know why. Weekly, the commodity dude here, and he already know. Like when my name come across, he already know what the order is, bro. So if you ain't been to Wing the Waffles, you haven't been to Slice, you haven't met this brother out here, man, you missing out. So I'm gonna bring him in, the big homie. What's up, brother?
What up? You here, man? We in the building.
How you feeling, man? How you feeling today?
Feeling all right, man.
Yeah, man. It's good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, man. You in the States too?
Yeah. I was trying to get out last week, but hopefully this next week I get the hell out of here because it's weird. The weather is still cold in DC.
Oh yeah, I heard y'all had some tornadoes or something, right?
Yeah, yesterday they had some. I didn't see too much destruction, but yeah.
Hey man, hey, stay safe, brother. Hey, I'm glad you found the time to come out here, man. We gonna keep it rolling a little bit. The next brother I'm bringing in, y'all should know him if you've been in the Roombas, if you've been anywhere in Sosua. He all right. He think he a hooper. I don't hold it against him that he Air Force, but we gonna holler at the boy DJ Bad Habits. What's up, big homie?
What up? How y'all doing?
Ain't nothing. Man, we good, man. We living good. How you living, bro?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying this time off. Go to work in about an hour.
Oh man, that ain't work, man. That ain't work, bro.
Working in paradise.
For real. All right, so look, I'm gonna bring on the last guest. He been getting on my damn nerves for about a week, man. This brother been getting on my damn nerves, bro. Everybody know him. He an icon out here, but see, he was upset because he wanted some special damn intro, and I was like, "Look, bro, I'm not the intro guy. Like, I do my best, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let my boy do the intro. Hold on, let me get the flyer up. So we did all this, work to put a flyer out and show everybody what we doing, and John pumped Flip up, bro. He just pumped him up, got his head all swole. I know the Knicks played tonight, so he
go New York.
Away. So we gonna bring him in. I'm gonna get it up for you, Flip. I see you in the background music. We even did a theme song for you, bro. You can thank John for that. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Cam, it's horrible, bro. You weren't in the group chat earlier.
Clearly, I wasn't in pre-production.
We gonna get him in here. Let me find him. Yeah. Hey man, usually you set that up for me, bro. All right, we gonna get him in here. This dude, man.
This guy.
All right, John. Holla at him.
All right, it is my honor to introduce a man that needs no introduction. He's got more stamps in his passport than chicas in Sosua. He's the man with the golden yellow stairs to the coldest beers in the Dominican Republic. A man who's been there, done it, and talked so much shit about it. He's the international Mr. Flip Flop. Here he is.
You got some little theme music.
Yeah, that's the theme music.
Man, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of dude.
Y'all
Everybody, please.
Y'all are the worst.
Holla at my boy.
Man, what up?
What's up, Flip?
What up? What up?
Hey, that was a terrible intro, but I'll take
it. Hey, man, look, bro. Hey, I've been practicing that all day, bro. What's up, fellas? So, look, man, I wanted to get all the OGs together, man, get us at the round table and just, walk through, I'm here, we all hearing about Sosua changing, the Dominican Republic changing, how things are going on. And my thing is, if you're going to step in somebody's backyard, we all, wherever you from, you got to check in with the OGs, man. Like, that's how I was raised, man. You go in somebody's backyard, you got to check in. So I just said, well, since you brothers don't want to check in, I'm going to make you check in. I'm going to do a live, and I'm going to put all the OGs on one panel, and then you can ask the questions. You can come here, but we gonna teach y'all, man. Y'all going to check in because there's a lot of things going on. A lot of brothers, man, they out here crashing out, man. They out here doing the wrong thing. So we try to stay positive, but we also got to be real with these men, man, because we don't want to see nothing bad happen to anybody. So I'm a lead off with some of the things to do around the island that's not just Pedro Casante or spots like that. And I know my boy John, he's a traveler here on the island. He's probably touched every corner of this island like a lot of y'all. So John, just kind of walk us into like some of the things you do out here and places you've been.
The first thing when it comes to things like car rentals are actually incredibly easy here. So I was in Caribbean Express yesterday, and there was a guy trying to get money, and he couldn't get money because he gave his passport to the car rental place to hold on to. So I'm seeing a lot of people do things like that. So you want to always have a copy of your passport, a paper copy to give when you're going to rent a car. And then when you have that car, the whole island is yours. I prefer to just date girls with cars because I don't like to drive out here. But within an hour from Sosua, there's an unlimited things to do. One of the big places people love to go to for day trips is Fricolandia. So I think everybody here has probably been there, but it's 2 hours from Sosua. It's a great place to get away. It's like an Instagram ready spot. And then another thing you have to do is really, when you touch down, go to the rivers. All the Dominicans, they don't want to be in the sun as much, so they go to the rivers. So that's one thing that I always tell people to do. When you get to the Dominican Republic, you can kind of, to me, you can forget Punta Cana entirely. I don't really like Punta Cana, but I would stick to the North Shore and hit the rivers.
You muted, Sergeant. You muted.
Yeah, Sergeant, you muted.
Well, sounds great, John.
Anybody
Sounds
else
great.
got
Thanks
some?
for that
Yeah.
tip.
Anybody else got some experience? Like,
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all guys something right now. Come to Santiago, man, dude. Santiago is booming, dude. What they doing here? They doing a lot of infrastructure, but just in the mall itself, man. And look,
are you talking?
Everywhere I went in Santiago since I've been here, man, it's been family oriented. The people are real cool. Like I done hung out here before, but not as much as I've been doing lately. Man, this is a spot. This is one of the spots that you want to come to, and it's close to Puerto Plata and Sosua. You can have the best of both worlds. You don't just have to be stuck, because I see a lot of the hate that comes to Sosua is people saying there's not nothing to do, but they only stay on Pedro Casante. Like Dale, I heard you talking about this on BMT's live the other day. There's other places to go in Sosua. Like I like to go to Ocean Village. I go eat in Ocean Village. I love Ocean Village. It's a cool spot. Like there's different things you can do if you don't have a car, you don't want to move around. But man, don't hate on the whole place because you don't know what's going on. And Sarge, I'm glad that you brought this up, because a lot of the hate that Sosua gets is people that don't leave off of Pedro Casante. They don't know anything. Some cheek of them did them bad, and they start hating. And this one thing that Flip told me a long time ago. This is real talk. And shout out to Flip for this. Flip told me this a long time ago. You're gonna hear people hate on Sosua usually because of Chica done them bad. And as time went on, I done saw that. As you get deeper, look, bro, this real talk. One dude I was cool with, I'm still cool with him, and he was like, "Nah, bro, Sosua ain't it." But as I got him drunk one night, he told me the truth. Bro, I fell in love with this girl. it went back to a woman he had given her $10,000, and now he hates Sosua. Yeah, bro, that's your problems. You know what I'm saying? You did that. You know what I'm saying? So bro, it's always a chick that'll make people, when you dig a little deeper, and I got that from Flip. That's real talk. He told me that one time at the bar, and came real talk. When you dig into the ice cream a little bit, you got that Napoleon ice cream. You know what I'm saying? You got that white strawberry, and that. When you get to that chocolate, when you get to that, see the chocolate is the earth. I'm gonna put my tinfoil kufi on tonight. When you get to the earth, that's when you find out it was a chick involved. Now they hate Sosua. So I'm gonna move on from there.
Hey man, you speaking the truth. Like I had a brother the other day, like, man, it just Sosua is just so slow. There's nothing out here. I'm about to go to another country. Flippy even tell you, I snapped on a dude at his restaurant because he was Sosua slander, and I was like, why am I sitting next to you at Flips if it's so bad here? Like I'm confused, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it always comes down to one of these chicas hurt their heart, man. And look, this panel right here, I'm just gonna let you know. Just assume she got touched by somebody on this panel. Just assume if you want to. I'm gonna put that
Hold
out.
on. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can
hear me.
Yeah, we can hear
All right, so real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about places to go. I've been all over this country.
Yeah.
But I tell people all the time, you kind of can't tell people where to go to every part of the country, especially if you have no Spanish. You'll enjoy yourself more with Spanish. Mm-hmm. But back to what Ron said. So literally 5 days ago, I always tell the story about how there was this dude who despised Sosua, trashed Sosua. Then a year later, I'm driving by and he's walking across the street. And I go, hey, Mr. Anti-Sosua, what up? I just had to handle some business. I said, yeah, all right. Literally 5 days ago, the same guy who I've seen every single year after he went on his rant on his Facebook group how he despised Sosua. I was in Rumba. I bet, you know, I'm drinking, so I went to Rumba. I think it was on my final drinks. Hanging out in Rumba. No, I started going to Slice, matter of fact. I left Rumba, started going to Slice. And as I'm crossing the street, he goes, yo, what up? And I go, oh, what are you doing here? You hate Sasua. He just starts smiling. And he's with 2 chicks. And I go, well, and I'm tapping my man. I was walking on the street. I go, that's the dude that despises. I'm saying it real loud so you can hear me. That's the dude that despises Sasua, but he's here right now. So it always amazes me. And like Ron said, when you get down to the story, see, remember, shout to everybody here, shout to everybody watching. I've narrowed it down. I've been here 19 and a half years now. I did the math.
Wow.
At the end of the day, I've heard all these stories. It always goes back to a woman. No matter what it is, it goes back to a woman. So a lot of guys don't want to get embarrassed. I get it. A lot of guys don't want to tell their truth. Always remember this too, when someone gets robbed or scammed, they usually play the victim because they don't want to tell what the part they played in it. Everybody's a good guy. I've been at that bar or other bars, and I said, tell me the version you don't want people to know. Tell me, I ain't gonna tell nobody. Tell me that version. Because your version is gonna make everybody think, oh my God, I can't believe Dominicans did that to you. But if you tell me the real version, I'm be like, oh, you was drunk and doing cocaine. Oh, that's why that happened.
That's the real.
Oh, you didn't even know old boy, but you considered him a friend because he spoke English. Oh, that's why that happened. Once you get down to the story, the real story, like he said, dude got drunk and told me the truth. He'll be like, bro, you just went on it. You told 20 dudes over there that this and this happened to you, and that's far from the truth. Because the fact is, most of the stuff happens here. Listen, I had a dude come to the bar one time broke. He probably watching right now. And he goes, I'm with my man. He goes, yo, man, I'm hungry. I go, where's your money? He goes,
shout out.
Listen, I'll be honest. Cocaine and hookers. I said, go sit down, get some wings.
Yeah, he honest. He
told the truth.
Yeah, he told the truth.
My man was laughing. He was like, at least he was honest. I said, yeah,
he's honest.
But at the end of the day, like, it all boils down to women at some point when dudes get their heart broken. Dudes get mad when I say it, but you have no idea how many DMs and messages I get of how people say, you're right. The reason I hate Sasua is because of that. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Shout to all y'all in the chat as well.
Well, let me hold on. Let me say this before somebody look. You just hit on something that man, you just said something that make a lot of sense. That I think a lot of guys who don't know any Spanish, not even basic, whatever, we take for granted when you hear a person speak English. Sometimes we latch on to people and they don't mean us any well. So you just hit. Can you glide on that a little bit? Because they got Dominicans, bro, that came back from New York, that came back from the East Coast, that you will trust and they'll get you. So can you expound on that a little bit?
Wait, I got one better for you. I've got one better for you. I've had multiple businesses in this country, all over. I've got 7 businesses right now in this country, all over this country.
Okay,
y'all know Flip Flop because that's my main business in Sasua. You have a lot of deportees. Now, I'm from New York. So for me, it's a little easier to tell when someone talks, right? A deportee may speak perfect English to you, but when he starts talking, I can immediately tell he was deported because he's trying too hard to sound American. See, a New Yorker can tell that. If there's any New Yorkers in the chat, they'll explain. It's kind of easy for us to tell. And I'll be like, where was you?
What up, son?
Yeah.
And they go, how'd you know? Once you start talking, I can tell that English is not your first language. Okay, you're trying your best. But besides that, I will explain something to y'all. I tell people all the time, just because someone speaks English, they're not your friend. A Dominican tried to do me dirty one time. That was a politician in Port Plata. I did a story about that. I won. The only people that have done me dirty besides him, that one Dominican, were Americans and Europeans.
Yeah.
That's
done me dirty.
Facts.
Because they spoke English.
Yeah.
I felt because we were both not Dominican, I could trust them. But I tell people all the time, in order for you not to trust nobody, don't trust me. Because just because someone speaks the same tongue as you, they don't mean you well.
Yeah.
That all my friend for the hustlers, whether it be Haitian or Dominican, they use that. And by the way, for the brothers, and y'all know I'm right, we too fucking friendly.
Yeah.
We too friendly. Once someone says, hey, what's up, man? We like, hey, what's up? We respond. The reason they on us is because we respond. We friendly. We want to be liked by every fucking body.
Especially them Haitians. Hey, my brother. When you hear that?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, my brother.
You want to be liked by everybody. And then when they do something dirty, do us dirty, we mad. Well, you didn't realize that ain't your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's out for something.
100.
You know what I'm saying? So for anybody watching this, and that's one of the biggest tips I give you about DR as a whole, about Colombia as well, rarely in Brazil, but about Colombia as well. If someone speaks English, they not your man. They're not rocking with you. Unless you vet them out. You know what I'm saying? I told Sarge at the bar, I think the other day, I said, I wasn't sure of you, motherfucker. Like, I had to look you up. You know what I'm saying? Am I right or wrong? So I told you before. I was like, you know, we cool now. But at the time, I was
Flip was looking me up and down. Flip was like, I think Sarge about that life, man. I think I'm just playing about that life.
I give Sarge this. Sarge don't play, man.
Out.
Look, Sarge, I was telling somebody last night how that man touched your shoulders when we was in Flip. You about to swing on it, man.
Oh, Lord.
Flip wasn't there. I don't know. Flip was in Brazil, I think.
Bro.
Flip was in Brazil.
Hey.
And he about to close down.
Rubbing my shoulders ever so softly.
That brother was singing Lauryn Hill. Brother was singing Lauryn Hill. Sarge snapped. That brother about to close down Flip Flop.
Hey, man, we got to stop. Yeah, man, that was different, bro. That's the first for me.
You were getting serenaded.
Man, look, what's up, man? And I know you got your ear to the streets. I see you got all your toys up, man. Holla at me. What you got going on?
I got a few of them over here. You know, I got to have the comic book out here.
I see you.
Yeah, man.
But man.
We can't wait. We waiting on that, bro. We waiting on it.
I mean, it's kind of. It's hard. It's like a one-man operation. It's hard to do everything. It's like I'm just trying to do too much. But I got to slow it down, and I'm gonna get it out soon. Getting good response for it.
Looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it out soon. I appreciate the support.
So, man, yeah, man, you know that's why we all here, bro. But you know, I know you got your ear to the streets. You know, kind of like we always talk about how Sosua is so small, right? That's one of the things we always talk about. How Sosua is so small, man. Just give me like one of your experiences where you know you hear something and it may be the same day in the zoo. You hear the same story from like 3 different people. I get it all the time. But I know you see it a lot, especially in your profession.
I try to avoid it. I try to avoid it, man, because it's an adventure every day. It's something every day. So it's like I try to avoid it. I don't really hear too much. Like I said, I avoid it, man. It's like I just try to block it out. I just try to just keep it moving. You see me, if you see me in Sosua, you see me keep it moving. I don't really stop around. I'm in a spot. I'm out.
Yeah, you
next spot.
You're on a moto. That's what we see.
Moto, my feet, right foot, left foot. But nah, man, I just try to keep it moving. I try to keep my nose clean and out of stuff.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's the best way. Shout out to Alto with the super chat. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you showing the love. Dale, what's up, man? Now, I know you deal with a whole. I know you deal with a whole different demographic with the stuff you doing, man. with these Airbnbs and stuff, man. And I'd heard some horror stories, but I'd heard some good things too about how brothers moving out here. So, you know, I know you got a lot of advice for the brothers, man. What's something that you would just tell them, like, hey, man, this is how you move around here safely without getting no stuff coming from one of the OGs out here?
Yeah, I mean, you basically, you know, just like Flip was saying, you know, you got to kind of side eye everybody. That's the first thing, because you befriend them, man. I always tell people, I say, look, man, a Dominican will get you for 1,000 pesos. An American get you for $1,000.
Yeah, that's real talk. Real boy, that's real. Man, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Boy, you lucky I can't hit that Jamaican air horn right now. That's a good one. That's good stuff. Like,
yeah, man. So you know you gotta take your time, and while it's a safe, you know, it's a real safe place, but you know you just gotta be wary of who you deal with, and like I said, they just crash out. You know, I had a dude come and he rented ATVs from me, and like he hadn't been there like 8 hours. He hit me like, "Yo, man, crashed ATV, man. I don't know where I left it. I ain't got the key." It was just, I'm like, nigga, you ain't been here 8 hours. Like, your nigga was just going way too hard though. And it's like they animals. They let them out the cage and they just go too crazy. So just take your time and and connect with the right people. And it's simple to navigate. If you got some street smarts about you, it's simple to navigate. But I think, dude, since it's safe, they let up too easy. Like, you'd never go to a city in New York that you're not familiar with and just be wilding out like that. So it's the same thing. You come to Sosua, while it's a fairly safe environment, you just take a little bit more caution and chill out a little bit.
But Dale, let me ask Dale this. Dale, let me ask you this. Like, you just said something too, man. Like, brothers dropping so many Jews. Do you think that we're so frustrated in the United States, a lot of us in the matrix or the plantation, when we do get out, like you said, he 8 hours, he crashed the scooter, he going crazy. Brothers diving out there. Do you think that we too like closed up in the United States, and when we come in, Sosua is one of the safest places on the island. Look, I've lived in Santo Domingo, been many places. Sosua just is a real safe place. And you'll get a lot of guys that have been captive coming in and think they could do anything. So, but at the expense of dogging us out. Go ahead.
Differ a little, just a tiny bit.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
To me, it's 50-50 because I used to say Sosua is the most dangerous place. And here's why. Nobody's from Sosua. If somebody wants to do something, which it has happened before, I've seen it happen.
Yeah, and they could disappear.
They could disappear.
They
go home, and you'll never find them in their barrio or their camp.
Yeah,
so
now that's true. Because, I'll go with you that. But I'm talking about from a standpoint, like, look, like all of us from Big City, I'm from New Orleans, but New Orleans is so dangerous. It's just like, like, look, one of my cousins, she delivers food for like Uber Eats or one of the places. She left her car unlocked, and she see a little young dude, right? And she said, in her head, she tells me what happened. She see him. He's another black man. Why do I feel like he's gonna do me something? She say, that's wrong. By the time she put the food on the porch, and we said on the porch from the south, she turned around, her car was gone. That Corolla was gone. You know what I'm saying? So,
not the roller.
Not the roller was gone. So I'm looking at things like
boys.
I'm looking at from somebody from New Orleans. Sosua is so safe to me. Even Santo Domingo could be very dangerous. It's way safer than where I come from. And a lot of us, you from New York, you from the East, all y'all brothers, we all from these environments.
Even in Iowa, holla at him, John.
Yeah, even Iowa. John from the west side of Iowa, west side. So like, we from these environments that sometimes we can let our guards down. So I'm Sergeant and Flip, I'm glad you said that a cat can disappear, because sometimes we're not really thinking, and that's what this I'm glad we're doing this panel. We're not even thinking about that. A cat could just disappear into the barrio. Look, just in the barrio that I stay in up there past Sosua, there's hundreds of people there. If they want to rob somebody in El Bate and disappear, they can. So you're absolutely correct on that.
Right. DR safe as a whole. DR safe as a whole.
Yeah.
Sosua is safe. I'm just saying, I always thought about that. When I started living there and I started getting to know people, I started realizing like nobody's from here. You know what I'm saying? So if something goes down, they could just go back to their neighborhood. And a lot of these people watching this right now never heard of Las Marchas de Farfan, never heard of Yasica. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if someone tells you, I know where he's from, he over there. You're like, where's that? So
even on that place, what that place, Matayamo and all these places that it got.
Matayamo.
Who knows that?
Hey,
who knows that?
John and I was in the barrio. What was it? Yesterday night, we were sitting outside, sitting in the bar, listening to music, chilling. I know we were the only two gringos out there at that time, and nobody messed with us. Everybody's having a good time. So yeah, we do that sometimes, man. We out here. Tell them, John, we outside.
We out. Y'all look dangerous.
It look like everybody inside right now, though. But it's cool.
yeah, man. It's getting dark.
Look, you gotta know your limits, big dog. Know when it's time to come in the house.
Yeah, man. You gotta know when
now,
to get the house.
I can't say this. When dudes come out here, they really do start acting brand new a lot.
Yeah.
I see it a lot as a DJ. It's like they come up to me, approach me all night. It's like the stuff they do here is not the stuff they would do back home. And it's like I just try to tell people, just be cool, man. Just go with the flow. Be cool.
Yeah.
A lot of the girls regress you out here. They bring you down to their level. I was talking to Dell about this because I've seen so many dudes that went to Waffles get brought down to to like a 14-year-old level, and that's one thing Dell was talking about. He was talking about the financial aspect of it, to where it's like, how are you letting this person who barely graduated eighth grade take thousands of dollars from you and ruin your entire life, despite the fact you were an entire adult in the United States with bills and responsibilities, and you come here and then you just get brought down to a different level. And a lot of it, I think, is the safety, because you feel so comfortable.
Yeah, that's it.
A lot of us aren't used to feeling that safe. I mean, from the military, that's one thing that I love so is just the fact that I'm not really worried about getting robbed out here or something like that. But I see dudes losing a lot more than dollars. They lose their fucking minds.
Yeah, man.
China.
Hey, bro, listen. Pollo, I tell people, pollo and arroz is a hell of a drug. A woman making you chicken and rice in Dominican Republic is dangerous than crack cocaine to a man, especially a black one. A woman, look, Smith, you know how many men tell me, hey, man, she made me some chicken and rice. That chicken and the rice is more dangerous than cocaine.
Hey, Ron, they got me so many times. I was like, nah, shorty, come make spaghetti tonight.
Yeah, make spaghetti.
You gotta switch it up.
I'm like, you don't know how to make pescado. Make me some fish. Make pescado. I'm tired of eating chicken and rice. But look, I'm just saying, a lot of men come from the United States, but I'm dude be like escaped slave. Man, she made me chicken and rice. I start hearing the Jefferson. Look. I start hearing the Jefferson's theme song. Brother start looking at I said, bro, look, it's all right, brother. It's all right.
You're right.
It's okay,
brother will give me a hug. That chicken and rice is a hell of a drug, big dog.
It do something to you.
It do something to you, big dog. You done.
Look, I think Ronin's right on
now,
that.
Cam,
that part.
Shout out, Cam.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Cam.
No, but I was gonna say.
I was gonna shout you out because Cam, he move around in the barrios. Like if anybody I know that move around with a black T-shirt, we all know that's all. I'm surprised Cam got on a different color today. I'm still shocked, but Cam be moving around, man. He be. Y'all watch his videos, man. Watch his Airbnb videos. I remember one time he called. I think it was Ron. He might have called me and Ron. He was showing us a video where he was at. We was like, Cam, what is you doing, nephew? I don't see no TV. I don't even see no handles in the bathroom. Like, where is you at? You know
Toilet and the shower was touching.
Cam, all that, man. Tell
live like this. I listen. I was down bad. I stayed in a spot. The toilet was in the shower. I was like, nah, I can't do this, man.
Bro, like he's in India.
Toilet, you turn on the shower, water's going into the toilet. That was like the craziest thing. I was like, nah, I can't do this. I said, y'all can keep the $20. I went to the next spot.
Ah, dang, $20. I ain't never had a $20 Airbnb. I ain't never had
$20.
I had a $35 one.
Yeah, this place here
$20 a night.
This place here $50 a night, and it's dope. Well, it's a dope spot, but I ain't never had one like that, Cam.
I ain't never had no
$20 spot.
I was in the city in Colombia. I had no business.
Cam gangster. Cam, you gangster, man. I don't want to wake up at night and some old man rubbing on my legs. I can't do it right now. I can't do it, Cam. I can't do it. Man.
Hey, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. We appreciate y'all, man.
But I would say
I want to talk about. We talked about safety. We talked about that.
Yeah, real quick, Sarge. From what I see is, I do see a lot of people get super comfortable, and the craziest thing I see is because some of them know they're only gonna be here 2 weeks, and they got like a $4,000, $5,000 budget. So now they already know. All right, I got 2 weeks. I'm gonna blow this bag. So I'm gonna be the rich ninja here, and I'm gonna just start going crazy. I think I was in Santo Domingo. Was that like 6 months ago? I seen a dude buy a bottle and he just poured it all out on the floor.
Dang. That's crazy.
I saw that on YouTube. I was like, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means. That's what they do in America. I don't. It was black guys from America. Unfortunately,
as an alcoholic, I can't condone that.
Yeah, me neither.
Alcohol abuse.
Poured it out.
Like, hey man, don't do that.
People are like, what is this?
Yeah. Look, I'm with Flip. Man, what you doing, man?
Dive on the floor.
Yeah, bro, what you doing, man?
I'd be like, hold on, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
look, I would have had a chick with
crazy,
me
man.
and make her start dancing. You gonna dance for that, girl? Don't let all that go to waste.
Hey, shout out to the channel. We got a question. They making it rain in the club down there.
I've seen it. I look. I won't lie. I only saw it one time.
Yeah, they're making it rain out here, Dale.
Not in I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it in a while. For at one point, it was getting real stupid.
It just happened the other night. It's been going. Look, before this social media thing, everything y'all see now was already going on. People fighting in the streets, all that was already going on. In my opinion, and I'm going back to the old, I call it the old Sasua, and even the guys before me would tell you this. It wasn't as many police, right? So it was kind of like the Wild West. So it was kind of like a respect thing where something could go down. So everybody was kind of chill. You know what I'm saying? Dude got shot. Dudes got killed. It happened. Only know one or two Americans one got stabbed, one got shot, but by accident because they was going after somebody else. That was all pre-social media, pre-WhatsApp. You know what I'm saying? So nothing has really changed as far as people thinking, this is all new. I'll tell you about Colombia. Shout out to all the Christopher Colombians. If you ain't been going there more than 5 years, you're a Christopher Colombian to me. But the guys who were going years and years and years ago, they used to tell us, hey, they drugging people over there. So none of this stuff is new. Social media just brings your attention to it, but life actually existed before social media. So at the end, it was holes in the Bible. So at the end of the day, life ain't new. It just keep repeating itself. As far as the throwing money thing, I know a lot of people like talking about that. Here's my thing, and it's no slander. What that person does with their money is on them. Because if you see me in an Atlanta or Miami strip club, you're gonna be like, "Damn, how many wings you selling?" I get stupid. But what they want to do on their time is I keep it to the strip club. But if they want to do that, they gotta. If they got bread like that, cool. If they got to work extra overtime, cool. It's none of my business. As long as the money don't
say extra overtime.
Yeah, brother, working.
There's a lot of budget ballers that be stunting, and I'm talking about.
Right.
I don't even be outside like that no more. Once in a while, but back in the day, I remember my man telling me, like I never understood it at first until I saw it and met these people. He was like, these dudes be throwing money, and some of them can't pay their rent because they come on vacation to act up, to live their. You understand? So they want to live their rap dream. That's cool. But when they go home and they got to face life, they just blew a couple $1,000s they actually didn't really have on vacation. And once I started meeting these dudes and talking to them, it was real. Dudes were like, "Yeah, man, I got to go home and figure out how I'm gonna pay this mortgage." I'm like, "Wait a minute, bro, I just saw you."
Yeah.
What about that money you just threw in the air?
Real bad.
So, but like I said, if you see me in a strip club in Atlanta, Miami, you're gonna think I'm rich, and I'm not. But at the end of the trip, I'll be like, "Hey, Dale, can I get a loan?" Like, I'll be all messed up.
Don't let Flip fool you. He had to throw him Monopoly money. Don't let him fool
It
you.
is Monopoly money. It is Monopoly money. I've got it from Monopoly. Yes.
Nah, bro, I'm too old. I'm too old and too crusty. And look, I ain't throwing nothing. Look, I ain't throwing. But I only saw it one time majorly, and I was in VIP Mixer, and a brother had a party. A brother from New York, and look, they were throwing some money in there.
Did you ask me from New York? Did you ask me from New York?
Brother said, brothers got on the mic, said Brooklyn in the house, and it only had 2 people from Brooklyn. It was only 2 people from Brooklyn. They started throwing money. I left. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
always the New York guys.
Brother had the Timberlands on. Look, one brother had on, bro. One brother had light blue Timberlands on with a light blue New York. Brother had a New York fitted, but it was light blue fitted, turned to the side, And when they start throwing money, I left. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, man. I ain't about to help y'all fight y'all way out of this. No, bro. I already got one leg. My leg hurt. I ain't about to help y'all, brother. So I'm leaving. I don't want to feel obligated. So I left. That's the only time I've ever seen. Now, I've heard a lot of stories about Colombia, Medellin, and Cartagena cats throwing money. Don't know if it's true, and I saw video. I saw a video here in the DR. Like, oh, y'all saw the video, the dude in the barrio throwing all the money. That's the only things that I've seen. But it bring up something that Sarge, you might want to ask the panel. Are crash out YouTubers the main culprit making Sosua look bad? Because I don't see this with regular crash out, even Creep Cam, and to me, Creep Cam. Nope, I ain't talking about you, Cam, but Creep Cam and crash out they go hand in hand to me. I don't really separate them because most YouTube cats that I see, they chill. They ain't doing nothing stupid. A lot of cats, but the Creep Cam guys and the crash outs are the ones to me. That's my thing. What do you think about that? Sorry,
man. Look, I've been out here long enough. You know, obviously I don't consider myself an OG yet, but I've been out here long enough to where now I know those guys. Like I see them. I know, you know, where they sit at. You know, I can see on their videos where they post up their Creep Cam. And the year I've been here, it never fails. I feel like within a couple months, I see them getting dragged off, or I see them online talking about they got arrested or something happened. And it doesn't matter how much we tell them, hey, man, you don't need to do that here. Like, what are you doing that here for? It never fails. It never fails. I see it all the time. I know John been out here long enough. Ant been out here long enough. Dale, you know, all y'all have seen that probably a million times. And I've seen it a lot just in the year I've been out here.
It's not even good content.
Nah, content be trash.
Honestly, I feel like the Creep Cam has served their purpose to the voyeurs. You know, the Creep Cam makes money. It's we can say what we want about it, but those guys get a lot of views, make a lot of money. But the people that watch are not traveling. I can guarantee you that. Those are voyeurs. Okay, so do they affect Sosua? Not really, because most of us aren't watching them. I've watched probably 7. I actually turned on the video, 7 of those in the last 3 years that I actually watched. So just to make sure I wasn't in one.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the voyeurs who don't travel are doing that. Now, the reason I brought that up is because the voyeurs are also the ones sponsoring the crash outs.
Man, you're right. Damn, that's right.
Traveling are sponsoring the crash outs because they want to watch something crash out. They can't travel. So the voyeurs are the ones, in my opinion, that are sponsoring what we say is messing up Sosua, messing up Colombia, messing up Brazil. They're not traveling. The guys who are traveling are getting on planes. They don't care about, I mean, they're going to do their footage with, you know, do what they do, but they're not doing the Creep Cam. You know what I'm saying? That's not their thing. They're showing video footage to their friends. Maybe make some content online. That's cool. And then the crash outs, they're getting money from the voyeurs because the voyeurs just want to watch. There's this YouTube space, for the most part, no matter what space it is. What part it could be prison stories, it could be automotive, whatever it is. There's a good amount of your people that are just watching.
Yeah,
they're not actually going to do anything. They like how you talk. They may like how you look. They may like what you're talking about at that moment. They're just watching. So, in my opinion, when it comes to Creep Cams and when it comes to the crash outs, the voyeurs are the ones that's pushing both narratives because there would be no Creep Cams if they didn't get 20,000 views in 5 hours. And in a week, 200,000 views. There would be no crash outs if when they have fundraisers, the voyeurs who want to see them crash out put the money up. And the voyeurs aren't well, me and Dell will never see 98% of the voyeurs come to our business.
Wow, that's right.
We'll never see them. Most of them make it on planes.
No, that's right.
The people that we're actually talking about, we'll never actually meet in person. We'll never actually cross paths with.
And real quick, Flip, that's just you hit on exactly why I did this. Because I want to separate us. Everybody ain't the same. All these grown men, like, that's why I wanted to do this. I wanted people to see, if you come to these places, especially if you come to the zoo, these are the people you got to check in with. These are the business owners. These are the people doing fundraisers. These are the people out in the community helping the community. These are the people rebuilding things, hiring people. These are the brothers you want to deal with. Now, you can go have your fun. That's fine. We all cut up, right? All of us are honest about when we have fun, we have fun. But we're also learning the language, trying to help the community and giving back and not just taking. And that was just what Flip said. That is the baseline of why I called this meeting of the minds, called a summit. For you brothers who don't know what a summit is, that is an emergency meeting of politicians say, hey, stuff is going bad. We need to get the OGs together. That's the meaning of it. Get everybody together and say, hey, public service announcement. If you coming out here, the faces on this screen, and there's a couple people we missing that we all rock with. These are the people you need to get in contact with and get the jewels from, because we're doing the exact opposite of what we're talking about now. And anybody can chime in on that.
No, you're right. And, I always make it in my point to always tell the cats, look, the main two businesses I push are flip-flop. And I say, hey, man, go to Wings and Waffles. I tell people that. That's one thing I always do, because I want to see us win. And there's another side to the game. I tell people, look, crash out stuff is that. I did a video the other day and I said this. Some cats got mad with me. I say, look, man, I look at that as another room of the house. That ain't the house. That's I call it EBT travel space. That's EBT to me. When you get on there begging people for money, doing all this stuff here, that's a whole different realm than what we're in. Like over here, we promote brotherhood, working together, trying to build something great. Like, I have never seen anybody on this panel crash out. We don't crash out. None of us crash out, bro. I've been coming. Look, I don't know if Dale remember this. I reached out to Dale years ago. I'm talking about, it was COVID 2021. I'm there in over the Passport Bros app. I said, hey, bro, you know anybody in Santo Domingo I can stay? This is my first coming, because my boys had dipped on me. One of them murked himself. I'm gonna say deleted himself, because he dealing with some woman in the States. Found out she was. Look, he paid for everything she ever had, and she was dealing with an Angola inmate, and and promised to run off with him. This cat murked himself. So why I reached out to you? You don't even probably remember this. I reached out to you and said, hey, bro, you know anybody where I can go? Because I'm coming to a place I don't know. And you like, hey, bro, maybe I know a cat, this, that. But it's good to have people that you can come to. This is what this is about. And from that is what made me even start the cartel, because you have people you can link up with. Passport, bro, whatever. People say what a paradise life. This stuff means stuff. That means that you have a group that you can contact. So I tell people anytime, hey, bro, I didn't even know Flip yet. This is real talk. I didn't even know Flip. I see Flip sitting in the corner. I didn't know who he was. A dude sitting there, flip-flop, give me the game. I walked in there, say, hey, bro, it's my first time in Sosua. Dude came there. I heard some Wild Wild West music playing. Brother, just give me game. Hey, bro, this is how you move over here. Older dude, old cat. Look, Flip, he took his cowboy hat off. And we eating wings, and the brother give me the game. And so now that's why I tell people all the time, hey, bro, I learned a lot from coming sitting there. And that's the real deal. So I do the same thing with, before a cat come to Santo Domingo, cat reach out to me. Hey, bro, this what you deal with. This how you work. Even to this day, cats reach out. I said, bro, go eat at flip-flop, go eat at Wings and Waffles. If a dude in the military, I say, hey, man, reach out to Sarge Sassoon. That's real talk. These are the cats that I know. Check in with them cats, you're going to move right. But like you said, crash outs don't do that. They come there, they put them cameras in everybody's face. Hey, bro, a woman damn near ripped my glass. I had regular glasses on. Look, I'm in that mug like Steve Urkel. I got these on, and one of the choppies think I'm trying to film her. And she's like, oh, she look at her poppy, and I'm like, oh, what? These old 1984 Miami Vice glasses. But because crash outs come into the suit and doing that, and I got some of them glasses, they charging now, but I'm not walking up getting in people booty cheeks doing this and putting them. Hey, bro, all you got to do if you really want to do that, you can just pay the woman. Hey, man, I want you to be in the video with me. Hey, I'm gonna give you, and she'll do it. But these cats trying to undercover, crash out, making the game bad. Like this is stuff I'm not with. And the dude said, "You holding?" Yeah, I'm holding crusty, big dog. I'll tell you, I'm holding crusty, big dog.
Shout out to the chat. Hey, if y'all got any questions,
in Playa Hollywood because he had his drone. He was doing drone footage all through Playa Hollywood. I don't know. I think Flip been there, but if you ever been to Cartagena, you go to Playa Hollywood. It's like kind of being in some studio. You're not supposed to film over there. And the dude pulled out a drone. He out there. He in everybody's little tent. Like, yo, what's going on? Man? And he got chased up out of there. So it happens, and some people just. I don't know if some guys. I honestly feel they never been around women before because the way they act is just like, no way, man. Like these girls are paid for. Like you can pay for these girls.
Cam, did you see the guy get messed up in Thailand? He pulled a phone out. He was trying to film, and the Thai community like beat him up. They would take his phone. Did y'all see that? And I won't. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw that. I saw this yesterday or day before. They were wrestling with him. I'm like, and these are young dudes. It ain't nobody with that been around no thing. We ain't gonna do that. I'm just not gonna do it. Look, let me tell you something. I got a little creep camera in me that want to come out sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Look, bro, I'm in Santiago today, and I'm filming a little bit in the mall. I wanted to put them glasses on, big dog, but I was like, "Thou shall not." You know what I'm saying? Look, I saw something in there that'll make you want to crash out, definitely. But I'm like, let me show people the outside. Let me zone out a little bit. I ain't gonna be crashing out too much. But bro, these type, like Cam just said, a lot of cats not used to the level of women they can get in the DR and Colombia. They're just not used to it. And when you come here, a dude will lose his natural mind. He will change on you. I had a homeboy with me from Louisiana. This ninja went, I'm talking about crazy. He couldn't handle himself. Like, he was used to dealing with them, them big Shirleys, I call them. But he used to dealing with women with sharp Zorro mustaches. And he came here to see these fit, feminine women with the long, beautiful hair and gorgeous. And he just lost it. He damn my French. I don't care if I've known you 20 years. I'm gonna give up my money.
That's a fact.
Shout
out to let me get in the chat a little bit. Shout out to Scott, 2 times. All right, vet. Hey, brother, thank you for your service. He's here in Cabarete, been to Flips plenty of times. Go to man, check in, bro. Like check in, man. Go holler at the OG, man. You already out here, you should know how to move a little bit, but definitely go check in. So I didn't want to keep as long because I know the Knicks about to come on. So what I like, shout out to
go Knicks.
Go Knicks.
Spending the time trying to give out some jewels to the community, but I'll just go around the table. Whatever you got going on, shout out your channels, any projects you got going on. I just want to go around.
Everybody that Knicks on.
Yeah, they need it tonight.
Look. I ain't got my Knicks hat, but look. I'm gonna shout out to New York. Cause New York is my biggest audience. Look, I got 2 with me. Shout out New York.
There you go.
Ahead,
Brooklyn.
For me, it's cool to see the content starting to change a little bit and move towards more positive directions for people that actually want to do things like move overseas and live a higher quality life at a lower cost. And that's one thing I like. Like Dell, he does like a weekly 2-minute talk on Facebook and just puts out some financial information. And like Ron said, it doesn't get the clicks and the likes, but it's great information. So it's good to see that kind of start to elevate and move out a little bit more.
Yep, that's right. Shout out what you got going on, man. John just released a book. It's amazing. I think it's your third edition, right? It's the 3rd book you've written.
Yeah, if you're a veteran, you can get a free copy of this on my website. It's a PDF. It has everything you need to know about moving and living abroad as a veteran. Mainly things like healthcare, some of the specific stuff, and gets in a lot of the financial aspects when it comes to dealing with IRS abroad, your mailing address, all those things. So it just kind of takes you through A to Z, how to move abroad as a veteran. Because if you're getting that solid couple grand a month from the U.S. government, there's no reason for you to be in America.
Big
shout out, it's real.
All these brothers' information is in the description, y'all. Ron, go ahead, tell us what you got going on, bro.
Man, I got so much going on, man. Look, first I want to say this to the members, all them guys, members, man. I'm just about finished with the first video. I'm trying to teach brothers how to do AI music. I'm gonna be dropping that this week. I'm the first one, just to show. I'm trying to help brothers get off the plantation. So I'm gonna be dropping up. Man, brother dropped $100 of that, man. Shout out to the other brother, man, coming through. Man, DJ Quiet. And this is the thing about it. Brothers supporting real cats. None of us are out here saying, hey, bro, I'm trying to go to Botswana. I need $10,000 from y'all. I'm gonna bust it open. I'm gonna juggle. Look, hit that cash out at Umar Johnson. I'm gonna be buck naked with some baboons for y'all brothers. I want y'all to do it. I'm gonna crash out. Like, we not doing that. Like, none of us doing that, man. We try to do it. But let me one of the brothers said he reached out to me, brother. I'm sorry if I didn't get you. A lot of cats reaching out to me, man. This is something great. Now, tomorrow, too, I'll be back in Sosua. I got to leave here. But what I got coming, man, I got a lot of videos in Santiago trying to show brothers the other side of the game. And I'm going to do better myself in Sosua, showing you brothers more of Sosua, Cabarete, La Tarenas. I'm going to start moving around a lot more. I can do better. What's up, Misha? I myself can do better, and I think we all can do a little better. I know Flip got I know he's gonna get into it. He's about to travel more and show brothers, and I'm in the same vein as Flip, trying to move around this great island and show people what we got here. It's a great place. This one thing I try. People always argue me, why y'all just in Dominican Republic? And what they're saying is, why you just in Pedro Casante? I'm like, brother, we ain't just here. We all over. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing. I think Flip is hitting right on that, showing people the rest of the country where it's at, because they got people who just think life is just that block, and it ain't just that block. So I'm gonna do my part to open it up more to men. That's what I got going up. Trying to show men what we have and build a brotherhood. That's all I got to say, Big Dog.
I appreciate you, man. That's what it's all about. Dale, holla at us, man. What you got going on, bro?
Well, you always know, man. You come through, grab some grub, wings and waffles, or slice, get it rocking. Or if you want to do the real estate thing, you're serious about making some moves, holla at me on the real estate. But I just encourage brothers, like, it's two types of guys, right? You got guys traveling, and it's just a trip. And then the guys that are constantly coming. If you're constantly moving around, you need to take advantage of that, right? If you really pay attention to the economics in the U.S., it don't look good. And, we can just hope it's going to get better. But economically, I mean, the average house is $450,000, right? You need an $83,000 salary to afford that home. And 90% of people, they're not bringing in that type of capital, man. So take advantage, look at the real estate, look at possibly, it don't got to be DR. It could be, well, don't fuck with Thailand, but some other place that actually let you own your property.
Yeah, Thailand. Yeah, I got you on that.
But take advantage of that, and then tap in. Like I said, if you're around, holler at any of us on this panel, because even if you've been to Sosua 10 times and you've been on Pedro Casante, you've took the same trip 10 times. If you go and you sit and talk with Flip about, man, what's something else I can do? Bro, it's so much shit around to do, man. You just can't walk up the same 2 blocks. There's a ton of stuff to do and get around.
Yeah.
It's called the North Coast, right? Puerto Plata is your gateway to the North Coast. So you get in there, you move around that coast, man. And it's very simple. It's like one damn street to just go around the damn coast.
It is one street.
Now look, y'all gotta admit, but you gotta admit, that one street that bought a lot of joy. It bought more joy than Santa Claus. That street bought a lot of
He's jumping.
That one street
I appreciate
got the whole.
I appreciate
the whole in it.
But yeah, tap in when you see somebody, man, because like I said, you go talk with Flip, you'll experience a whole different trip. Stop doing the same trip 10 times.
Amen.
I think that's the biggest problem. Whenever I went to Sosua and I spoke to a lot of guys there, they were like, man, I've been coming here 12 years. I'm like, y'all just keep coming to here. Y'all don't go nowhere. They literally just go to Sosua for 2 weeks. My New York guys, by the way, that's like 7 of them. I know they be doing that. Go to Sosua, sit down at a bar, and they just keep repeating.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for some guys, they don't really get to explore the island. And I do understand the language barrier is serious, because sometimes you're getting scammed, you're getting haggled. Like, I have family in DR. So the last time I was there a few weeks ago, I was in Guayacanes for the weekend. And you just get a different level of life experience, a different level of partying. Like, I think it was John said, go to the river. A lot of people never been to the river. I love sitting in my chair in the river with my beer. Like, that's the best thing for me to do. So a lot of people don't get to experience that. They sit there and they're like, their comfortable place, man. So I say step out of the box and just try to find a serious relationship or someone who can take you places and show you around without taking advantage of you. I say that's when you get the best experiences.
That's big fact. Big fact. All right, and I see you showing us what you got going on, man. Shout out to the people, man. Like I said, all these brothers' information is in the description, all they links. So I see Ed got all his toys out, like when he was 3. He's gonna show you all his toys. But holla at us, bro.
I got a few of them. I just completed season 1 of Sasua Vet comic book. It's kind of like a comedic representation of Sasua. Of course, I'm still DJing Roomba. Come see me every Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, some Sundays, some Wednesdays. You just never know. But I guess the main thing I can say for people is be respectful when you come out here.
Mm-hmm.
Just be respectful. Show respect. You get respect. Just be respectful. And that's my biggest thing. It's like I just hate when people come out here and just disrespect the culture, disrespect the country, disrespect themselves, disrespect their parents. Just be respectful when you come out here.
Right. That's a big. You know, I thrive on that. Like, I just don't understand. A lot of these brothers saying they from the hood, but I know I ain't gonna go to the south side of Dallas in all red and be disrespectful if I'm from the west side of Dallas and I work. You know what I'm saying? It's just little stuff like that.
Exactly.
So when these brothers be like, I'm from the hood, like, no, you can't be, because you come into a foreign country where you don't speak the language and you moving like you went to a private school. So you can mistreat that. But last but not least, matter of fact, let me.
I knew he was gonna
get on my damn nerve. Last but not least, man.
Right.
Look, if I ever posted the group chat, we gonna let you in with it, Flip. We gonna let you close us out, man, with
big dog
with the flip flop close out.
Well, you look, you know the brother been there 19 years, bro. The brother been there 19 years. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him, man.
Yeah, man.
First off, I want to thank y'all for having me on here.
He the OG.
Shout to all y'all. Shout to the chat. Shout to the panel. For me, you know, as Dale said, you know, come pull up flip flop. This conversation we're having here, this is, and Sarge, you already know, John. This is normal conversations at the bar. This is stuff we talk about all the time, whether it be the guys on this panel, just some random person walks up and just has a conversation. A lot of my material from my shows come from the conversations at the bars. At the end of the day, I'm going back to what John said earlier. So I think I misstated before. I said I brought thousands of guys. Pre-COVID, during COVID, post-COVID, I brought close to 1,000 guys to Puerto Plata alone. That was the furthest they've been outside of Sosúa. Yeah. That's where Miami Sundays came from, Malecón Sundays. All that was me bringing guys out of Sosúa, right? Mm-hmm. We still came back, but it was like, and guys were like, oh, wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's something different.
But it went down the block.
We only went 30 minutes, but it was dope. And it's stuff I was doing anyway. Shout out to Taylor Made. He was there with me a lot. So it was like bringing guys over there. So I brought guys to different parts of the country here and there. Here and there. I've been to Bani with 2 guys. Went to Gasper Hernandez with like 3-4 guys. Just to show the stuff that I do. You know what I like to get away from everything. Even my girl to say, she goes, I used to do, I call it the Guala Guala. I used to do the Guala Guala tour, but now I be chilling in the crib now. You know what I'm saying? I used to be all in the back, all in the rivers, all in the top models. I was doing all that. Yeah. But now I'm like, I think I'm going to chill in the crib.
Yeah.
But this tour that we got coming up, the Paradise Life Tour, we're going to be hitting up 5 cities in 6 days. Right now, we're looking like we're about 12 to 15 deep. As of now, it's not till August. These are cities I used to love to go to all the time. If you guys don't know, I before YouTube, I traveled 90% of this country already by myself or with one of my boys. I'm adventurous, so for me, nothing really phases me and scares me. I'm more like I'd regret if I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I go out and do these things. So now I'm gonna bring people to these places where everybody's gonna be all safe. I got people in every city, everybody's good. And this is gonna be something different for guys to see. You know, we're going to some of my favorite cities. Of course, we're gonna hit Santo Domingo. People got to see the stuff they always hear about in Santo Domingo. That's cool. We're gonna hit up Bani, which is one of my favorite cities in this country. We're gonna hit San Cristobal. We're gonna hit Bonao, which is another city I love.
Yeah, but wow, it's
Well,
great
now I got
place.
some baddies.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Got
man,
the river, man. That river, man. I visited and I got to see water. It's
and we hitting that up. We hitting that up.
Yeah, you hitting that up, man. Look, I might link up with you on that part of the.
Rock with it. Then we go into Santiago, and it's gonna be crazy because we're gonna do something I've never done before. And so it's gonna be a new experience for me as well. But it's this lit ass spot, it's crazy spot, it's kind of hidden gem for Dominicans. And it's gonna be my first time going along with everybody else. So we're gonna end the trip off with that. And make our way back to Sosua, obviously. But Sosua is great for what it's for. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know I travel places, and I've always, and I know Dell has seen me do this on the Facebook groups. A lot of you guys have seen me do this in certain groups. When people be like, man, y'all got to get out and go over here, get over here. I'll be like, man, wait a minute. Does he know anybody? Does he speak any Spanish? Because me just telling somebody jump out the window and go to Bani is reckless. That person's going to drive 4 hours away just to go somewhere where he don't know nobody? No, you're not going to have a good time. You're going to go to certain barrios and cities and sit in a Camaro and you don't speak no Spanish?
That's dangerous.
That's reckless. It's dangerous and it's reckless behavior. So I tell guys, because you had fun, dope. But here's the side story to it. Tell us the manservant or the girl you were with that held your hand while you were there. Don't go, you guys got to get out here, man. I'm telling you, like Cam, he's smiling right now. Can't be in them places. Can't be in all those spots. I've actually been looking at Cam like, damn, okay, I see.
Cam outside. Cam outside.
He ain't with no guy. He ain't with no girl. He in the spots.
Yep. Cam be in, look, Flip. Cam done been in rooms in Lima with two crackheads.
But he actually does it.
Getting a tattoo on the neck.
He gonna live that way, which I respect him for that. But but Cam's not gonna get on this live and be like, hey guys, go to Villa Maya right now, just walk down the block. Mad hoes. Bro, that's super reckless. When guys be sitting there saying, yo, do this, do that, do this, I'd be like, hold on, bro. Book your flight to POP. Come to Sosua and learn you something first. You know, let's baby step it, and then go out and venture out. Because just telling somebody run to one of these campos and barrios is wild work.
That's nasty work. Diabolical.
And I'd be like, bro, you are leading somebody into a dangerous situation.
Work.
These hoods aren't nice, man.
No,
it's not. It's not. I don't know why people want to go there.
Hold on. Did I tell a story to you the other day? I lived in Haina. I had a house in Haina. So I went to 42. So in Haina, when I first got there, they had about 5 guys with a roach race, and they had guns out. I was like, hey, what's up, fellas? I get to 42, and they take me like to this little back area of 42. Now, if y'all know, 42's kind of touristy now, but it's still 42. I get over there. So Haina was 4 guys with guns, chilling, you know, the little hoodlums. I get over to 42. It's about 15 to 20 guys with guns doing a roach race. And they're just racing roaches. But everybody got their guns out. And I go, yeah, I think I'm going to get up out of here. Like, this is not my thing. I'm on the south side.
I don't need to be here.
Anybody with all these guns out is just not safe. So I was just like, I'm out of here. My man was like, you good? What are you doing? My Dominican homeboy said, what are you doing there? I said, I just came to hang out, bro. He goes, you notice there's no police there? I'm like, yeah, but then my man will call me. My other man will call me, yo, I should go there? Nah, you shouldn't. Because if something happens, no one's coming to save you. Yeah, they're gonna come clean the body up, and that's it. So certain areas, I'm not gonna be like, hey, bro, go to this spot, go to this spot, go to this spot, and I'm gonna drop it at that. People will jump in their car and go. They'll be like, oh my God, he got that girl from there. I'm out. The story out where you met the girl in Rumba. You didn't actually go to her town until you met her and she took you to her town. You know what I'm saying? I've been places you can't even fucking pronounce over here. Just like, hey, I've been on a mountain in Costanza. I've been to Hatomayor. Which look, we was in San Pedro de Marcari. I told Lamoto, hey, tell me how to get. I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna pay you to go to Hatomayor. He said, man, you better keep going that way. I was like, I drove to the next city. I go, yo, I'm gonna pay you to follow you. I can't find Hatomayor. He's like, you better keep going. I realized why they said keep going. Shit was like 3 hours away. I finally get there. It's a beautiful city. We hanging out with beautiful girls. So my man goes, he saw pictures. He goes, I'm gonna go to Hatomayor. I said, bro, you will turn around halfway there. And then when you get there, you ain't gonna have no fun. Because you're gonna be so tired from driving. Like we was drinking, so we was cool. But you're gonna be so tired from driving, you're gonna be like, man, I don't know if this is worth it. You're gonna go once. I've been out talking 3 times. You're gonna go one time and never go back. You know what I'm saying? But I went back because that was part of like I said, I drove around the country.
And if they don't know how to drive, it takes 3 buses to get there. It's not an easy place to get to.
Bus to a moto to a taxi. Come on, bro. That's the round robin out here. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
So I say that to say this. People can say what they want about Sosua. People can say what they want about DR. If you come to DR, you don't listen. You hear me say all the time, go where you want to go.
Yeah, go where you want. That's first.
Passport and your flight takes you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you ever feel like coming to DR and you're new, I always say Sosua was my start. Everything I do now, I started in Sosua.
Yeah.
I lived in Santo Domingo for 6 months or 9 months, whatever it was. Came right back to Sosua. Sosua is easy to navigate. All these brothers are here. I tell people, you never alone in Sosua. You gonna meet somebody.
Never.
So I saw somebody post Greg. I came there. Greg wasn't there. Okay, but the bar's open. I'm not there. But you're gonna bump into somebody in flip flop.
You're gonna bump into somebody in flip flop. And you're gonna bump into somebody in those 2 places, man. Definitely.
You're gonna see somebody.
Yeah.
So you're not alone. You'll be okay. And I can't say that for certain other areas. You know what I'm saying? I can say
you're right, Santo Domingo, you'll be alone sometime. Now it's getting better. I know when I first went, I was alone. Look, bro, I saw dudes with
some guys don't know where to go in Santo Domingo.
Dude, look, I was when I first got there, I saw a dude in Yankees head. I'm running up to him like, hey, they don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna tell you, Sosua is important. That's why you always hear me give props to Sosua, because Sosua is different from Santo
starter
Domingo.
pack.
Yeah, Sosua is different.
You can move on.
A starter pack. You can move on, but it's the
core.
core. It's the core to me
the core.
The core of, like, I'm talking about this from an American standpoint, a Canadian. You coming in, I think Sosua is the first place you need to step in. Not only do you get used to women, you get used to the environment. You hear people a little bit speak Spanish, you hear people speak English. It's kind of transitions you into the rest of the country.
You can learn the Western Union.
Yeah, you learn how the game go. It transitions you into that. Man, if you being dropped in one of these big cities, you can't, bro. I went to Santo Domingo and all I knew was hola. Look, some the real talk. All I knew was hola and caliente. That's it. And you get stuck and you out there like that. Man, that's a miserable type of
Hey, Ron, I barely made it in Chetamicos, only knowing hola and caliente when I'm
How make somebody tell you something, man? You're like, hola, caliente. Caliente, hola. And so that's the no. But look, you can get away in Sosua. You get trained. You start meeting brothers. People get you right. That's why I always tell people, hey, bro, look, man, go over here first. I call it Dominican Vice. That's my thing, man. Dude, if you want to go to Sosua first. I tell people, then you can make your way to other places. Go to Sosua first, man. Go link up with some brothers. That stuff can change your life, man. Look, I bought a house meeting a dude that was from Texas. I got a good real estate deal from a guy in Texas, just meeting them in Sosua on the beach. I bought a whole house like that. Hey, bro, one of my sisters and whatever she wants to, man. So you can meet. It ain't just about clapping cheeks. You can get some good deals. Brothers will give you the game about all kind of different things over there. And I'm telling you, like Sarge, you might don't know how to get that 100%. You might sit with Sarge and John. Now you free. You off the plantation.
Hey,
it's that simple.
We got receipts. Veterans in Paradise. We got receipts. So I'm gonna stand on my 10 on this one. I'm gonna poke my chest out a lot. We doing something right now, John and I, in our community that has never been done on this island. That is undeniable. Right? We are taking the 20,000 estimated vets in this country, and we are trying to bring them all to the same place and benefit all of them. First time it's ever happened in this country. So yes, I'm gonna say that we got books out, we got websites out, we got all the social media, we have everything going on. So if you're a vet out there, you're watching this, and you need information, and you really need information, you need to get that book John wrote. It changed my life. That his first edition is what got me out here. His third edition was keeping me out here because of the information he's putting out. So shout out to my battle, man. The vets out here. We doing stuff out here that nobody has done on the island, and it's only because of the brothers that's on this panel. We were able to do this because this is all support. This is real support. This is not, we can sit on Pedro Casante one day, but we can also be at a river the next day or jumping off a mountain the next day or doing a Memorial Day run with the Dominican Army and police in the local community the next day. So when we talk about you can go places and do other things, we're showing the receipts. We're showing it. These brothers are showing it. Flip's tour. Dale was talking about us all getting together and doing one huge fundraiser. You know, Cam comes out here and support. Ron always support. You know, Anthony's always out here supporting. We're doing other things in our community that is aside from what anybody else is doing on the island. I would challenge anybody to show me somebody that's doing something different than we doing. Go ahead, bro.
Can I add to that real quick?
Of course.
I want to personally say I'm proud of all you guys on this panel. Every one of y'all brothers is doing something. From the first time I met Sarge, John, Ron tried to get me drunk, but Ron, Cam, Dell, and like I'm proud of all y'all, what y'all doing. You know, everyone on this panel should be inspiring somebody. If it's not just to travel and to link up with like-minded brothers and get things going. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say that from me to y'all. Definitely proud of all y'all. And for you people that's watching right now, understand that each person up here brings value. They may bring a different view of something, but they all bring value to your trip, to your information. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've heard Dell talk this. I had to record a video Dell put on because I didn't understand what the hell he was talking about. I had to go look it up. I was like, oh, that's what I got to do? Like, I was like, okay, cool. So, like, you know what I'm saying? The information is there. I'm serious. Dell was talking about percentage or something. I was like, I have no idea what you just said, but I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that video. But the information is there, right? Mm-hmm. If you need the information, someone up here has the information. So I'm proud of you guys. A huge shout to all y'all. And I thank y'all for having me up here. So that's my piece. I'm gonna let y'all finish talking. I'm here. I'm right here though.
I'm gonna close it out because look, I want to see these Knicks win, man. I love to see a game 7, man. I love to see a game 7 for real. My Lakers big on. So. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to the brothers here. Yeah. Hey, no more Sosua slander. It's over with.
No, say it
together.
Say it like you said before. There will not be any more Sosua slander.
It would not be.
That's how you said it in the
ball. Look. Sarge like Big U. Look. Sarge came like Big U. You got to check in. Sarge, so that he got that all blue on. Sosua Crips.
Man. Hey, you see my battle got the red on?
He got the red. Wait. We got the Sosua. We got Sosua red. We got the Sosua blue. Right. We got the Bloods and the Crips. Hold on, man.
We got
Big
everybody,
U,
man.
Look, brother, like Big U and Whack 100. All in one. Shout out to y'all, brothers, man. Look, I will be back in the soup tomorrow, maybe. Look, you know when I get back, I don't come out the house till probably Wednesday, so I'll see y'all on.
Yeah, we understand. We understand.
You know I go.
Yeah, pull up, man. Hey, I appreciate you, brother. I keep you long. Look, we at the first quarter of the game. Go Knicks tonight. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this dub so we can get a game 7, man.
Shout out New York. And my biggest audience. Shout out to New York. Shout out to New York, man.
I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, be safe out there, brothers.
Love for brotherhood.
Have a good night, guys.
All right.
All right, y'all be safe.